What is good, gamers? How's it going? Welcome to the stream on this fine Friday morning. Let's try and get some flipping stuff done, shall we, today? Bit of a stream now. I'll break for lunch. Got some stuff to do this afternoon. I'll be back on this evening as well. So let's make some good headway, shall we? Need some red belts, because I hadn't finished doing the red belts of the iron properly. And then we can get this show on the road. Robots are painfully slow still. I was reading some of the Steam reviews for Space Age this morning, just out of interest, just to see what people thought. And it's on like overwhelmingly positive, because of course it is. But there are a significant number of negative reviews that are basically just saying, I can't put down city blocks because you can't get rid of cliffs now until you go to space. And I mean that's a fair criticism, I guess, in a way, if you don't like the cliffs. But one, turn the cliffs off in the map generation if that's such a big deal for you. And two, why are you so reliant on city blocks, man? Like, get a grip. City blocks are good, of course they are. Let me just double check that all of this is yellow belts. It is good. City blocks are good, of course they're good. Everyone knows that they're good, but doing city blocks right out of the gate, complaining that you can't because of cliffs. If you, yeah, I didn't understand it. If it was one review, it wouldn't have stuck in my mind. If it was one review, it was like, ah, fair enough. Poor guy. The fact it was like 4 or 5 reviews all said, I can't do it, it was very strange to me. Okay, what's on the to-do? That's enough being harsh for no reason. What's on the to-do list? Nuclear power. Of course, we're processing uranium in middling quantities. Ready for that. These biters look scary. But we've got stuff in the mall, haven't we? We did that yesterday. Oh, cold. Oh, I've left my tea in the flipping other room. Oh no, it's a disaster. You're ticking over nicely. You're ticking over nicely. You're all going to take a little bit longer, but that's okay. I'm not in any rush for this. That doesn't take very long at all. And then concrete is being made over here. This chest is almost full. Good, you love to see it. Right, give me a moment. I need to go get my tea. It wasn't far away, but it was not where I was sat, which is extremely annoying, as I'm sure you can all appreciate. Okay, let's turn processing units back on and see what is happening. Because the reason we needed to expand all this infrastructure was because when you put processing units in, it creates such a draw on your green circuits and therefore your copper and iron that it just basically grinds the base to a halt. Here's the Artisan Gear Wheel collection, the finest collection of uncommon and rare gear wheels. And military is not keeping up as much anymore because... Oh, low power? No. No, it's finally happened. Okay. Okay. Quick and easy answer is to just build another steam engine stack. Just get us over the finish line. Or do the nuclear power now. I did put nuclear power at the top of the list. Let's do nuclear power now. We've got 16 uranium 235. That'll give us 160. Just 160 uranium fuel cells. And some more. If we put a few quality modules in, we can eke out a few more out of that. Okay, alright. I suppose if I made a to-do list, I should probably do it in order. Trust yesterday me. I might turn off research in that case, just to be safe and sensible. Fine, whatever. So for every 1 uranium you need 19. This is the Geiger counter sound from Factorio 2, I'm pretty sure. I mean, all Geiger counters, most Geiger counters sound the same. I don't know that for a fact. I haven't interacted with many Geiger counters in my life, but 16 times 19. Anybody? It can't be done. The numbers are simply too high for that to be done in anyone's head. It's 190 at least. 304. Good. I should probably put these on filter inserters just so that if these chests become full. You're the wrong way around. We'll do that, just to be extra super special careful. And then 10 iron plates for every one of these, so 160 iron plates as well. There you go. Do we have to be a bit... we should probably do it in one machine just to get the most productivity out of it. Because we're only going to get, what, 8% productivity out of it. So we're going to need to make at least 10 in one assembly machine. So let's not split it out over to separate assembly machines. Yeah, 8% productivity, so we will get a few extra out of it. But of course, don't forget that when this bar fills up, we get an extra 10, not an extra 1. So it is definitely worth. Alright. Where are we going to put the nuclear power? I mean, down here makes the most sense. This is where the water is. I'd have to go and hand feed it, but I think that's probably acceptable for now. Probably. Maybe. We got it! We got one! We got a rare Defender capsule. Because we put quality modules in this. King of the Defender capsules. It has a range of 18 instead of 15. And a damage of 23 almost, compared to a mere 14.4. You'll love to see it. Very slow. It's very slow. Okay, right. You're done. The 50 of you are done. We need 90 odd of this. So let me just take these and I can start designing it. And let me do this as well. Put all of these miners back. Don't need these miners anymore. Clear my inventory out, because I'm also going to need to hold a whole bunch of concrete and stuff to make the nuclear power plants. Yeah, because I'm going to want to make 4. So let's also start filling up chests with that stuff. $2,000 copper, 2,000 steel plates, 800 advanced circuits. So we've turned we've put green circuits back into processing units, and you can see the effect that that's had on this. The iron doesn't even make it all the way up to the belt, and the copper... Oh, we put the copper back to red, didn't we? It's back to yellow, didn't we? Because we made a mistake. We realised that we should have done... What's happening here? There's probably one yellow belt somewhere that's slowing this all down. Oh, no, it is getting to the end. Maybe it was the train load. Maybe the trains are not behaving properly. Oh, yikes. Alright. One thing at a time, please. One thing at a time. 800 circuits. 2,000 copper, which is actually not great. Don't have that much copper. Picking up steel by mistake. Well, there's 500. Yeah, this is not working, is it? This is simply not working. This is not the one, folks. I keep finding coal on me. That train's going to run out of fuel soon as well, isn't it? Oh, so much to do. So much to do, and I'm so bad at planning it all. No, I wasn't ready for you to start doing that. Why am I even doing this? I'll just put it in there by hand. Loads of steel. Loads of steel, and then we'll go and get the concrete, and then we'll be sorted. Sorts of, kind of. Ugh. No. I'm not even stockpiling 2,000 steel. Am I happy or not that I didn't do a vanilla run before to refresh my memory about how basically anything works? Because it's nice to feel like a noob in a way, to actually experience these things from scratch again. But the game came out on Monday, it's now Friday, and I still haven't seen any new content beyond the quality and the and minor quality of life changes. But no, don't actually take these. This was just to make inventory space. Thank you. But you know, it's fine. That's fine. It is. I do really. I'm not one of these people who don't like the early game. That was another thing I noticed, which is why this is on my mind. That was another thing I noticed in a lot of the negative Steam reviews. It was just like, from people who'd only played Vanilla Factorio through once, it seems like, you know, like got the DLC and then went, oh, I can't just carry on from where I left off. I have to start again and do all the early game. It's like, yes, you do. Sorry. Fine, I will make some bulk inserters. Then, just so that I can go off and do this somewhere else. Just go and plan where it's going to go while this takes forever to load. Because I just don't have enough steel on me. I'm pretty sure a 4x4 nuclear power plant will be so much power that once this is sorted we can sort of forget about it. Stop picking up these bricks. Alright, we got one already. There's 200 in there. So 1500, so we only need to add another little bit, but that's fine. I brought exactly enough concrete and exactly enough yellow? Exactly enough red circuits, so Any excess steel will be okay. Alright, let's take this, just so that we can use it as a placeholder somewhere. Let's make sure we can also make a water pump. We can. And let's get nuclear power sorted. Sort of sorted. A mini 4-reactor setup should be, as I say, should be more than enough to see us through to the rest of this, because we currently only make 36 megawatts, and 4 nuclear reactors will make, one will make 40 megawatts. They'll each get 200% neighbour bonus for 120 megawatts each, and then we'll make 4 of them. So we are increasing our power output here by a factor of 10 just by doing this. Really don't have to belabor the design very much, just as long as it goes into some space and is not going to be attacked by the biters. So let's go here, shall we? Let me turn my robots off and think about doing it with ghost entities first. Alright, so 48 of these. We usually do something like this. Bit close to this, isn't it? Let's bring it down slightly, because we're going to need a lot of space for the turbines. Yeah, I'll just use a chest to insert nuclear power, because I think they've also made some changes to let's oh, good one. Let's see, actually, I'm pretty sure you can hook these up directly to the circuit network now, so maybe we should also build some storage tanks to keep some of the steam to see what's going on, but I'm pretty sure you can do whatever you want now. Yeah, read fuel, read temperature, so... And they stay warm, or at least they used to stay at 500 degrees. Forever. Once they'd hit 500 degrees, they'd never get colder than that. So really all we want is... we either don't care, which is what I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards not over-designing this at all, and just doing this. And just burning through the fuel. But I also recognise that 10 times as much power as this that we need at the moment, we're going to burn through a lot of fuel cells that we have no need to be using, really. So maybe we should make some kind of effort to do this. But let's do the design first, because the design is immutable, basically. So this is 48 of these, and then it was 96, because each one of these needs 2. So then we'll get the steam out. The water needs to come in, but that's easy enough, especially now that you only need 1 pump for the amount of water. Which is a huge buff to nuclear power, really. Absolutely humongous buff to nuclear power. Because this would take 8 pumps of water before, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure it did. So we'll do something like this, and then maybe we'll put like a battery of steam tanks here, and then we can read the steam tanks and say, don't need to worry about inserting any more fuel until these steam tanks are empty, because the Factorio Mechanics, the steam never condenses or anything in the tank, it's totally fine. Let's lower them by 1 just so that we can use a pump here. Not grenades, that would not go very well. Bring this water around this side. Not quite symmetrical, what a shame. And then just, I guess, do the same for this water pump on this side. So it's in the wrong place, isn't it? If it's going to do that, it's going to need to do that. So the water will loop all the way around, steam will come out, go into the tanks, that's it. It's nuclear power. And then you just need, I guess you need a pump pumping out the steam, and then into 96 steam turbines. That's 16. Should have put them down with ghosts, really. I guess I should build it symmetrically, right? I should do exactly this on the other side. 16, 32, 48, twice. There we go. Right. Oh, except it needs power poles. But that's fine. You can get a power pole in between a grid of this, right? No, you can't. Oh yeah, should have really thought about that. That's okay. I'll build it and change it. Let me build it and change it. So where is it going then? It's quite large. But here seems perfectly acceptable, to be honest with you. Could even put it... Maybe over here is a sensible play, because it's by the water and it's by the uranium, and it's going to stop me from walking backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Yeah, alright, let's go over there with it then. That makes more sense, doesn't it? I had a guy come into the cafe a couple of days ago, and we're card only, as so many places are now. And he didn't like it. He did not like that at all. Which I understand. But he made such a fuss about it. Called it discrimination. So I don't think it's discrimination, pal. And then he started going off on a tangent about how I've never paid tax. I want to stay off the books. So all this card only stuff. So it's not discrimination to have something be card only to make sure that people like you pay tax, mate. Like, do I wish people didn't pay as much tax? Of course. Have I read the statistics about how the rich pay a much smaller percentage of what they earn in tax compared to the poor? Yes. Oh, maybe this is probably the time to fix this. isn't it? It's the which legal tender argument is the one I absolutely love, because it's like, that's not what that means at all, mate. Legal tender just means that you can't refuse it if it's being used to pay a debt. So it's like, oh, you owe me 50 quid. And it's like, okay, fine. Well, I'll pay you in V-Bucks. Now, V-Bucks aren't legal tender, so you are within your right to say, please don't pay your debt to me in V-Bucks. I don't think that's very appropriate. I don't have any need for V-Bucks. You're obviously in your right to accept that. It's, you know, same way that a business can accept Bitcoin if they wanted to. But Bitcoin is also not legal tender. You don't have any right to walk into somewhere and go, I want to pay with Bitcoin. Well, I mean, to settle a debt, to settle a debt. The legal definition of settling a debt is odd. It includes things like when you've already put petrol in your car. You are in debt to the petrol station, and as such, a petrol station will always have to accept cash, because cash is legal tender. Can be used, must be accepted in the settlement of debt. If you walk into a shop and you want to buy a coffee, and they say it's card only, and you go, I've got cash, it's legal tender. That's gibberish. What you're saying there is pure gibberish. It's legal tender. Okay, mate, if you say so. Not sure what that's got to do with you getting a flat white off me. I say flat white, it would be an extra hot cappuccino, let's be honest. Skinny, decaf. Should probably use Factorio's very own power pole spacing functionality to make sure that these will get power. Good enough for me. I hate that. But I'll have to go along with it. Methinks it's not the best, it's good enough. Perfect is the enemy of good. Oh, I need to power the pumps as well. Easily done. No, not there. That's fine. This, as I say, not my favourite nuclear-powered nuclear design that I've ever made, but right. Let's bring the water in. Thank God this doesn't need power as well. Double check that water has made its way all the way around the system. It should have done quite easily. Let's put a radar down while we're here. Good. Alright, let's go back to the base and pick up the rest of the stuff that we need. See what's missing. We should have a decent amount of power now. Should. Oh yeah, we need to look at the new circuit network functionality for the power plants to get the most out of the fuel rods. Right. Okay, you didn't work because I miscounted something, clearly. Why did I only bring 800 advanced circuits with me? That's extremely frustrating. So I'm still short 1200 advanced circuits. Brilliant. Well, there's another 800 at least. Okay, let me go and get the rest of the nuclear power plant stuff and we'll come back for this. We are missing 91 pipes, 44 turbines, 1 pylon. What did I say? What did I just say? What were those words that just came out of my mouth? 44 turbines. No heat exchangers. We used barely any heat. Well, that's not true. We used a decent chunk of them. All of those are fine. Put the XS2 back. Oh, we got a couple of high quality defenders. Pipes. Turbines. Done. Fluid tanks. Need some fluid tanks. Where is all the iron, man? All the steel. Just the train is just, we're just using so much iron. The train is bringing it in as fast as it can, but it's just not keeping up. Okay, let me make a whole bunch of bulk inserters somewhere, somehow, just to get that iron off the train and into the train faster. This is another downside of using the train versus using the belts, is that once you've hooked the belts up, the belts just work, they'll just be full. So like this is fine, really it's the unloading side we need to speed up. Yeah, so give me 24 bulk inserters, which is going to need a whole bunch of circuits and gear wheels. Gear wheels we've got. That was very quick to fill those back up again. Copper! I didn't put enough copper in the system apparently. That seems incorrect, but okay. Did a really, really bad job of counting this. How many have I got on me? 1. Yeah, so I need another, like, 600 copper plates as well for this. No, don't put it in there, put it in there. There we go. There should be 2 in there. Good. Right, absolute disaster. Whole bunch of bulk inserters, please. Got everything on me except the green circuits, but that's fine. Get this train unloaded a bit faster than it currently is unloading. Look at that, that's horrible. That really is quite poor. It's quite poor. Alright, that should help quite a lot, in fact. Because these will unload directly into the chests very fast, but each one of these won't be able to unload. I mean, arguably that is also overkill, right? Like, this should probably be acceptable. Don't really think there's much point in balancing it. No, I'll make them all green just so that if we do get into this situation, it's going to go slightly faster, but yeah. This is relatively fast. This is okay. We may now have a problem with this end, but that's okay. We can come over here and upgrade this to red belts if we have to. We've got the infrastructure for that. Fluid tanks. How many storage tanks was I sure? I think it was 6, was it not? Just make a bunch anyway. You'll need a bunch. $170. Yes, that's right. An extra 1 uranium's worth. Hey, you laugh. You only get 16.8 uranium an hour with what we've got currently. I'll do the easy bits, guys. You do the annoying bits. Like the single pieces of pipe in between these stacks. Oh, okay. How am I still short on turbines? What? What? Oh, exactly 10 short. I must have just done a really poor job of counting, I guess. Please, robots, pull your weight. Is there any reason to... And the train ran out of fuel, just like I said it would. Is there any reason to buffer water here? I don't think there is. If you only need 1 pump, should be fine. Okay. Squeak through. Come back. Please, we miss you. Right, so hook the circuit network up to the tanks is the correct option. Yes? Just step over the pipe, pal. Just use your legs. You can get in between the gap between 2 storage tanks. You can't get in. You can't step over a pipe. Okay, so that will read the entire Steam contents of the network. So then now we can pass that information to the inserters that are going to insert the fuel. So we only want these to work when there is no... No, we want 2 conditions, right? Because we only want to load 1 at a time, which is the other issue with always doing this. So actually we need a decider combinator as well, and of course I don't have any... Oh, I have 1 selector combinator on me. Let's just put 1 fuel in each now to get them warmed up. Set the maximum stack size of this inserter based on the count of the selected circuit network signal. That's very handy. Alright, then let's hook these guys up to a green wire, just to see. Alright, we can read the fuel, we can read the temperature. Put that green wire on a power pole just to see what is actually coming out of it. Temperature of T, that's good. What is that though? Is that the highest or all of them, or... It's obviously not all of them added together. Oh, it will be when I tick more than one. Yes, now it's sending two separate T signals and this power pole is aggregating them together. So really you should probably just have those on separate, individual separate conditions, right? Just have the one nuclear reactor attached to the inserter that's going to insert the fuel. Have this inserter on override stack size of 1 and yeah, read fuel, and have this only work when the read fuel output is... No, that's why, because we need two different conditions, right? We want only insert fuel if there isn't a fuel in there already and steam is low. Because if steam is high, then you don't need a fuel, and if there's a fuel in there already, you don't need a fuel, because what will happen is that you will insert... These can hold like 6-7 fuel. So this will keep inserting the fuel while the steam is low, but then that 6-7 uranium fuel cells will keep burning well beyond the point that we need the steam to fill these up. So I only want these to insert one fuel cell at a time. So I am going to have to go back and get some decider combinators as well, because then I'm going to need to hook them. Or will I get away with an arithmetic combinator? No, because I want to compare the steam. I want, if the steam is one value and the fuel is another value, to pass through an OK value to the inserter to work like that. That's how I want it to go. And have these reached 500 degrees? Now they've reached 500 degrees, so now they will start heating up the heat pipes. There we go! And I need to get 10 furnaces back down as well. Not furnaces, sorry, steam turbines. You should be able to power your power armor with batteries that you've charged from your main electricity network. I might write that mod, actually. What am I here for? Do I want decider or arithmetic combinators? I can never quite remember. Where did I put them? They're in my box of shame. Which really should be sorted out and put in the logistics network. I had decider combinators. I think I must have used them all for this module producing thing. I will just bring copper and electronic circuits with me so I can build whatever I want at the time, because I don't trust myself to remember. You can't put fuel cells directly into a train, can you? Or can you? No, they're only used in your own portable fission reactor or a nuclear reactor. You can use them... Oh no, you can just use uranium to make nuclear fuel for a train. Okay, well I could do that. Where is the train? How far did the train get? Okay. Let's solve this problem while we're here as well. Fuel the train and also make sure this doesn't happen again. Because I really can't be walking around like this, doing these silly jobs. Because I will always forget to get in the car as well. I just always will forget to be in the car. We can ride the train back. It's probably arguably faster to walk and then ride the train back. So yeah, so when the one that's in... I rotated something there, I think, by mistake. Are you sure you want to undo an action from 2 minutes 46 seconds ago? No. That is not what I thought would happen. Which is great. That is definitely useful information. Yeah, so even though I put fuel in this one can't work in reverse. So this has to pull both wagons and the locomotive itself. Alright, so I want this. Will that reach? It will, good. Good to know. And also, I suppose, this is ugly as sin. But there we go. That's that problem solved. Oh dear. 3,600 iron ore left in this patch. It's going, it's going. I don't care that this takes me forever. I'm enjoying it. Oh, you're not playing your single-player game very efficiently, are you? Ah, but then the whole game is about efficiency, isn't it? So maybe that's not fair. Maybe that's not a fair talking point to be, oh, you're making fun of playing an automation game inefficiently. Okay, good. You're fine. Right. We want... I'm pretty sure we just want a decider combinator. And then we'll put the decider combinator here, hook up the green wire to the nuclear power plant, hook up the red wire. Keep forgetting that I can do this from down here. Put the red wire from the reading the steam signal contents here. Conditions. The condition is on the green wire that the uranium fuel cell is 0. And the steam value, which is in fluids, is less than... Well, how many have I got? I've got 8, haven't I? And each one can hold 2,500. So let's say less than 2,500. 5%. Then we want to pass that as a signal, as an OK signal, as a green of 1 to the inserter, and then we only want the inserter to insert fuel when we get that condition. So only work when you get the green. Greater than 0. And make sure that its stack size is overridden to 1. Ah, we can do that like this, can't we? Because we're also sending a signal of green of 1. Clever. Right, so then we should find that when we put fuel cells in here, this won't... It did. What are you doing? I've set it to more than 0. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. Shouldn't be working. Should not be outputting. Oh, this is on ore. Huzzah! And I do need to do this individually 4 times because I need to read each individual nuclear reactor separately, because one might have fuel and the other ones might not. rotate it. Put it there, and then flip it, and put it there, and then flip it and put it there. Correct? Actually, copy and paste the inserter settings over would have been smart as well. No, what are you doing? Oh, I haven't put the red wire from here onto here. I should have copied both. Should have copied this as well. Thank you. So this red wire is wrong. I want this. So then now, when I put fuel cells in here, nothing should happen? Because there is more steam in the system than is necessary? These burns were a mistake, but look at the bar! Look at the bar! We've suddenly... we did it! And it should, in theory, burn uranium efficiently as well. I shouldn't go colder than 500, or if they do, it must happen so slowly, so exponentially slowly. The temperature's 518. It's getting the neighbourhood. Excuse me, it's getting the neighbour bonus, isn't it? Yeah, okay, good. That's really nice. That's actually really nice. I'm going to put that in the old blueprint book, methinks. Efficient uranium usage via circuit conditions that check for both empty reactors and low steam. And then obviously the dream is to have roboports here, just bringing the fuel in with logistics robots, but we can't do that yet because we don't have provided chests. We don't have requested chests, rather. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm happy with that. Proud. Proud of you. Proud of you, me. Oh, just been sent the work rota for a couple of weeks' time. Let me just double check it, because I'm pretty sure I'm off that week. No, it's the week after I'm off. Or I need to be away at the weekend. Yeah, that's correct. Good. Good. Hours, some money. Some pocket money for your boy. Okay, good. Very large problem solved. Right, let's take out these buyers before they come and attack the nuclear power plant. Thank you. Done. I was going to get in a tank and do it, wasn't I? But I can't be bothered to build a tank and build ammo for the tank and stuff. No, the tank's too slow. Yeah, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Where's my... I don't have a car. The last time I had a car, it blew up. So let's quickly get a car. 20 iron plates, some engine units. Maybe we should just make a bit of solid fuel. Maybe. Might have been better to do that and make the train powered on solid fuel rather than the coal. It's more efficient from light oil, isn't it? We're not even using the light oil for anything at the moment, so yeah, sure, why not? Australians are like, where's the car? New Zealanders are more like, Where's the car? There it is. Okay, we're only using this to drive around. We're not using this to attack. The Jedi never uses car for attack. Only... I don't know where I'm going with this reference. Did I put turrets on the bus? In the mall? I thought about it. And then didn't. No, I was so focused on getting defender robots sorted. Oh, the bloody quality is causing... Oh, causing me to not make as many of these as I would like. Ingredient quality normal. Whoops. But the quality modules may just randomly roll a higher quality one. So if you don't want that to happen, I guess you just take these out. Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to working around that. I guess just don't use quality modules anywhere that you're not happy for it to happen. Okay, making a save sounds like a sensible idea to me. And we'll go on a bit of an offensive. Probably should check the pollution anyway. Totally fine, so we've got no crazy expansion groups doing anything that we're not happy with. Robot. Be nice to see robot follower limit from here, because I keep having to go into here to remind myself, because whether we're up to 30 now. 30 should be like so many. This should just absolutely demolish this. Does remain to be seen whether that is better than just using some turrets, but as I keep saying, it's certainly a lot easier, it's certainly a lot less hassle. Just build some defender robots in the mall, throw 30 of them out there when you're ready. Once big and behemoth biters show up, obviously this is less good. But it is, as you can see, it's still pretty strong. And if you're confident enough to drive the car properly, it's even better, because you can sort of just slingshot them around your car like right into the middle of the base, and then providing you're not an idiot like I am right now. Jesus. I think we got away with that with like 1 HP. So yeah, you can try and do it like that if you're confident in what you're doing. But of course I am not, so very often goes wrong. Big biter. Oh, it still did a really good job with that big biter, actually. Still did a really good job of that big biter. Wow, you love to see it. Standing in goo! Their range is very weak, isn't it? I think that's probably the worst part of them now, is their range just does not keep up. And And I suppose pragmatically they are quite expensive. 3 piercing round magazines. Would you spend more than 3 piercing round magazines with a turret to do that? Probably. You probably would, actually. You actually probably would. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Alright, let's kick research back off now that we've got, in theory, the iron and the power supply problem solved. So yes, so these are all empty, but that's fine because there is a lot of steam still in the system. Because these are smart enough to only burn or feed through as much steam as you actually need to maintain power. So these aren't unnecessarily burning fuel cells because there is steam. And they're not overfilled with fuel cells because we've given them the new circuit conditions that say you didn't used to be able to read the status of a nuclear power plant with the circuit network. There's a whole Factorio Effects Friday about it, in fact, about they ummed about whether it would be too easy to set up nuclear power if you did it like that, but you know the other options are. So now we just need to see. I say now we just need to see if we use more uranium fuel than we make, but there's absolutely no way. There's just no way. Like, because I'm not even researching anymore, the base is just at a standstill. Right, let's carry on. Alright, fine, braking force. You can join the party. We'll just plough through everything else. We'll just plough through everything else. Now that most things are sorted. Good. Good stuff. How's this looking? Oh, these are nice full buffers. I kind of want to go and upgrade this, but I won't worry about it. East biters to be dealt with. Done. Alright. Quick loo break and stretch of the old legs for me, seeing as it's been an hour. Let me make a save. Put the kettle on. Go to my break screen. I've got a special... I've changed my OBS so that I can actually amend the scene before I change you over to it. Alright, quick break. think I was slightly late back, wasn't I? Sorry. I made the combat shotgun and never even used it. Alright, the rocket silo is on the to-do list. We need to see how difficult it is to launch a rocket. Because that will define how many low-density structures and rocket fuel things we do. And also whether we bloody go into space soon or not. Because as I said before, there is an achievement for not researching any purple or yellow science packs on Now Vs. Doing your first purple or yellow research on another planet. Which implies to me that you shouldn't do that. If it's an achievement, it's difficult. Or it's out of the ordinary. We do make robot frames. We do make processing units. Once we make some low-density structures, we can do some yellow science. But also elevated rails would be nice, but like purple science is such a ball ache, man. I suppose I could make some by hand. I could just pick a few decent... Don't have to fully automate it, right? I could just pick a few of them that are probably worthwhile. Like Power Armor Mark II, for example. Should probably start stockpiling electric engine units somewhere. I've kind of got a little stockpile on the bus, right? A little stockpile on the bus. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Leave it. Braking Force 2 researched. Okay, how do we build a rocket silo then? It's in its own tab. 1,000 steel plates. Oh, 200 electric engine units. Okay, fine. Maybe I will stockpile electric engine units somewhere. Just in the short term. And some batteries as well. I know I'm emptying them out here, but obviously it's because I want them to make their way through everything that is actually needed before... I'll just move it to here now. Okay, 400 batteries should be enough to do some things that we want, right? These need 45. Let's do slightly more than that. It's fine. As I say, we can always use direct insertion to put them in some things if we realise that this stockpile is too much. All right, rocket silo. 200 electric engine units. 200 processing units. Let's turn you back on again now that power is sorted and see exactly what that does. 1,000 steel plates. 100 pipes have got on me already. 1,000 concrete we'll have over at the furnace stacks. Used to launch items and players. Two space platforms. Splatforms. What did I say? 1,000? Yeah. Love that new functionality. Absolutely love it. Can't build an engine by hand, can build an entire rocket silo by hand. I really don't understand the logic behind not making these handcraftable. Is it just to force players to have built at least one assembly machine by the time Blue Science rolls around? Is that what's happening? Could be. Okay. Rocket silo, it's going down, it's happening, it's finally happening. Put it here on the cliff, why not? New tip, space platform. Gate over rail. Space platform is built remotely with construction materials delivered by rockets. Can be used to transport player and cargo between planets. Item space platform starter pack is used to initialize platform, which is then expanded using item space platform foundation. Wow, look at that. Entity asteroid collector catches asteroids from space for materials. And entity crusher is used to crush asteroids for resources. Cool. Okay. So far, so good. Whoa. So one rocket part is insanely cheap now. One processing unit, one low density structure, one rocket fuel. Still not quite sure how many we need to actually launch a rocket though. They only stack to 5. We don't know. We just simply won't know until we put some in. Unless we go to the wiki. Let's go to the wiki, shall we? Rocket parts. The wiki has not been updated. What the heck? The wiki still says 10 low density. It says 10 processing units. They changed the time. They just didn't change. Okay, so the wiki is just wrong then, basically, at the moment. And that's fine. Maybe I should be the one to change it. Each completed part contributes 1%. Alright, so we're still going to assume it's 100 rocket parts. So that's actually really cheap. 100 processing units, 100 low density structures, and 100 rocket fuel to launch a rocket is insanely cheap. Like, even we're going to put 4 productivity modules in there as well. I have them on me already. For 20... what is that? 32% productivity? 18% productivity. Oh, these are only 4 each. I don't know why I thought they were 8 each. Is it because these are 8 each? No, I don't know where I got that information from. I'm just wrong. Alright, let's make low density structures and some rocket fuel then, I guess. Low density structures should be okay. We'll just make some. Just need a simple design. I'll put it here so it's not too much in the way of the bus or anything. What's the recipe? 15 seconds to make 1. Yikes. Alright. So we're good now, right? We're researching with all 4 science packs that we use. And we're making processing units basically as fast as we can. And we've got enough power. And the iron is coming in. Good, we're sorted. Everything is back to normal. We're of course not making things very fast, but I think maybe one of the things that can go on the to-do list in that case is... full base Roboport network. Especially now that we have the power to sustain that. Followed swiftly by full base upgrade to red belts. Because we've got everything we need for that now. These don't need to be fast inserters. Let's just do 12 of these as well, just for now. See if it's too many or not enough. It's not going to be too many, is it? Let's be fair. Alright, it's copper on one side, steel and plastic. So let's tear the bus down. It needs loads of copper, doesn't it? Yeah. Whole belt of copper goes in, and then a shared belt of steel and plastic needs to go in. Don't know why I did that. Nah, try and maintain some semblance of a system. The bus either goes through or it goes under with belts. We've been doing it like this before, so we will continue to do it like this again. Low density structures. Yeah, alright, good. Sorted. Alright, let's plonk some roboports down, shall we? Need to get everything covered in green, and also the yellows. The oranges need to link up. Should have left a decent amount of space between most builds. Should have. Not going to go mental with it. Just needs to cover the base. That one's a bit rubbish. That one's a bit rubbish. We can do slightly better than that. And then we can do the rest of this by hand. I'm not going to put roboports all the way out there. Or am I? No, because this is about to go. This is about to go. This actually needs to be torn down more than anything. And this should all be red anyway, leading up to the iron. And then this... I'll do this. I'll do this bit. Did I only have 10 on me? Okay, well that's fine. I can put a roboport there with... Okay. Upgrade planner. This should have already been done. Yeah. Upgrade all the belts, please. Upgrade all the underground belts, please. Upgrade all of the splitters, please. And also limit these via the circuit network rather than space limiting so that the bots can put them back. So I want 100 at the most for these. Didn't need a wire for that, did I? Just remembered. A 1,000 yellow belts at the most, please. 100 splitters at the most, please. Good. Alright, make a save. Hold on to your butts. Oh, there's no construction robots in the network, is there? Only those logistics robots I put in a little while ago. That's okay. Let me make this a logistics chest as well, so that the network can be self-expanding. We do have a supply of construction robots here, ready to go. Only 200. Maybe could have done a bit more than that, but I'll just get rid of my personal robots for this process as well. It begins! Look at that bot explosion, look at that, nice. There should also be one robot coming to do this. But clearly they're not, because this would go a different colour if it had been marked for building. So I'll just do it manually. Okay, good. This will take a little bit of time. Not a huge amount of time, to be fair. Don't have that much. Not as big as some of these operations that I've done. What else is missing? There were some inserters, wasn't there, that weren't finished from the low density structure build, so let me top up myself on inserters. What's going back to here? Belts. Presumably because this is full to the brim of belts. Yes. I set up the circuit conditions, but I didn't then set up the logistics filters to sort that out. That does mean we can also start to get rid of yellow belts from our person. They are now redundant. This has caused a quote-unquote spike in power. You won't notice that from the production chart because, yeah. I wonder if, what does nuclear power do to the pollution production? So in the last 10 hours, for example, where's the pollution from boilers? Yeah, so the boilers have used a touch. Why though? They shouldn't use any. The nuclear power plant should be more than enough to cope with this. Why is this using anything at all? It's not using a lot, but I thought that it just shouldn't use anything. I thought that if these could supply the whole thing, the whole system with the electricity, that it just wouldn't. And they are all working. Steam in the system. Plenty of steam in the system. What the dink is going on? I had to lean forward on my monitor to see whether that was two eyes or an L and an I put together. What's happening, gamers? I built a nuclear power plant with the new functionality to... He says. With the new functionality to make sure that you don't burn uranium fuel cells more than is necessary, but I don't actually do pressing the remote view button there, as I'm not sure I did 100% of a good job of it. I'm just going to go back and check. I'm curious as to why I'm even relying on boiler power, coal burning power. These should be on reed fuel. Why are they not? And why was it working without them being on that? Don't know. Nuclear policy around here is very sound. It's been ratified by many, many independent organisations. It does work. It has been working, but oh, that's all that research done. Oh, is that it? We actually finished with all of the Yeah, we finished with all the research. Okay. These should have been set to read fuel, because this should be sending a signal to this. I guess it was working because... this bit might be overkill, in fact, but... It's belts and braces, right? You can't be too careful with nuclear power. Can't be too careful. It's working. It is working. So yes, what I was actually looking at is seeing what the pollution output was doing and whether inputting the nuclear power had actually caused a noticeable reduction in pollution or not. I do wish you could make this graph stackable, especially for pollution, right? You want to see what the total pollution output is. You don't necessarily care for some situations what the most polluting thing is. If you do, then you can go and, you know, you can find that out. But like, you want to see what the total is, so you want to see things being gained or lost by changes that you've made. Obviously for items, a stacked chart is irrelevant, but for pollution it is extremely relevant. But it is electric mining drills is the biggest, but all of my electric mining drills have efficiency modules in. Or at least they should. I suppose I should be putting them in my assembly machines as well. Anyway, it makes no difference. Right, I did notice on the pollution chart that we were... Oh, that was a while ago. That was 21 minutes ago, in fact. We dealt with it. So we're good. We're all good. It's all good. Everything's good. It's a good factory, currently. Not made any low density structures yet because I haven't built those inserters. Okay, good. Low density structures being made. So we're already almost finished with this. Completely deplete a resource patch. Huzzah! My robot capacity is 20, so... It's funny, the one thing you'd actually want to tell you how many you've totally got in your inventory. Yeah, so I've still got this 50, so in fact I can get rid of another 50. Nope, they've all gone. Because like when you build this... Oh no, it doesn't. When you drop it, it doesn't either. When you pick it up, it tells you that you've picked up 1 and you've got 13 in your inventory. What I really want is I want to... count, like how many... It was an achievement. It did come up on the screen. It made the noise and it came up on the screen. this one popped up about here, like this. Completely depleted resource patch. So the starter iron is completely gone. But we're bringing in more iron via train. So it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Why is this going so slowly? Because electric engine unit production is very slow, and I just told it to stockpile all of these into a chest. Possibly too many. No, it's still producing as fast as it can, because these engine units would be picked up by these machines if it actually needed them. 20 robots, good, okay. Let's go and tidy up that left-hand side of the base. It did, so Factorio, oh god. What's happening? Factorio makes a noise and has a pop-up for an achievement, and Steam makes a noise and has a pop-up for an achievement. So it was an absolute cacophony for a few seconds there. Where's all the stuff gone? Where's all my stuff? No, it'll be because, well, we've plugged in low density structures which use a lot of copper, and we've made the belts twice as sparse as they were before, because they're now twice as fast as they were before. So any gaps in the belts they look twice as bad. What are we still missing here? 14 undergrounds. That's fine. That is undergrounds. I have gone very, very overboard on the number of undergrounds we need. I'm pretty sure that stuff like this is very inefficient. It's alright when you have yellow undergrounds because they're quite cheap, but a yellow underground pair takes 17.5 iron plates, whereas a red underground pair takes 5 times as much as that. So oh. My friend did buses with gaps between every 2 belts or something. Yeah, so there's a very popular way of doing it. It's very... Factorio's very tribal, I guess, in a manner of speaking, in that... Because it's quite hard to come up with certain designs on your own, like... I've been playing this game for 2,000 hours. I've been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for flipping 2,000 hours straight. People don't like or have the time or want to, or any completely valid reason, of course, to design their base from scratch. And the game's blueprint system does allow you to just go, oh, let's do it like this. And there are good reasons why it's done like that, especially when you're talking about yellow belts, a yellow belt bus. And I've just ironically deleted all my yellow belts, but because a yellow underground can only reach 4 squares, 4 tiles across, a very, very popular bus design, popularised by a very popular YouTuber who plays Factorio, is to do it like this. So you have your 4 belts of iron, your 4 belts of copper, 4 belts of green circuits, and then 2 belts of steel and various other things like that. So you have it like this, so that then when you have a build, you put your splitter here like this, and then you do this. And then if your copper needs to come off, you do it like this. You know? And it's neat. It's very neat and tidy. The issue is with that as a new player, it doesn't lend itself to understanding exactly why you're doing things like that. So you see posts on the Factorio subreddit, for example, a lot, where they've got like 2 furnaces, 2 iron furnaces, or something, you know, something really pathetic like this. And then, because their bus is... they're using a bus design that they've copied from the internet, it will fill up eventually when you're if you're building slowly, but then as soon as you input, you know, as soon as you have this happen to you, it empties out, and it's like, where's all my copper gone? Why isn't this working? Why isn't my bus working? And it's like, well, it's obvious why it's not working. You've spread 8 furnaces out over 46 lanes of belts, and now you're... So it's all well and good to, basically, it's all well and good to use that bus design if you are filling it up. If you are actually using that much copper in your base. If you're producing that much copper and you're using that much copper. And this is why I do this design, is because I've played enough Factorio to know that you can launch a rocket with 1 belt of green circuits, 2 belts of iron, 2 belts of copper. And then now I know, oh, copper is running short. True, it is an infrastructure game. Is it a logistical automation game? Right, copper is running out because we are consuming a lot of it, and we haven't upgraded the other half of the base to red belts. So let me pick up... the undergrounds are causing a problem. I don't have any splitters on me. The robots aren't doing any more work, so all of the belts within the logistics network are now upgraded to red, so now we can just go and tidy up the other bits. So when you go to the comments of posts like that of people who have gone, what is going on with my base? They just say, look, buddy, pal, guy, get off the internet, start again, delete your blueprint book, and just do it for yourself. You will have more fun, arguably. Oh, whoops. Working it out. Enjoying working it out. Interesting. Oh, here are some miners that don't have efficiency modules in. Do I have any on me? I do. Do I care about filling? Yeah, why not? I had exactly enough on me. Bar 1. All bar 1. There's just a lot of minutiae in the game, and copying a blueprint is all well and good, but if you don't understand why the blueprint is designed in such a way, why it's doing the things it's doing, what those things that it's doing affects before and after that thing that you've put down, you know, like it's all irrelevant. I'm not here to gatekeep anyone's enjoyment of Factorio, of course I'm not. You play the game how you want. But if you want to understand why you're playing the game in the way that you're playing the game, just downloading someone's blueprint book and plopping them all down is not it. If you're playing it just because you want to get all the achievements and get to the end, then fine, by all means do that. But okay. This is still all yellow belts here, I suppose. That should probably be fixed. It's just the stone though, but whatever, let's just get it all done. And let's travel down to the iron ore base and make sure that that is... Gatekeeping is a really good way of keeping the uncultured out and establishing a social elite. Look, it's true, but you shouldn't say it, alright? I only want smart people here on the channel. If you're thick, go away. Right? Like, obviously. Goes without saying. But, equally, you can't say that. You're joking, I'm joking, everyone's joking, we know that. I'm playing into the bit. Oh shoot. I mean, if you are interested, I uploaded a video slightly before the next fest that had my very early Factorio bases in where I didn't know what I was doing, and then you can sort of see the point in that video where I had started watching content creators and I was trying to implement them what they were doing. But I was building my own blueprints because I wanted to understand why they were built like that. And I built my own version of the blueprints and they were different and wrong. And yeah, oh yeah, Jeeps. Subathon goal, sub goal for character / car colour. It still annoys me that the car takes your character's colour. First person to type a hex value in chat, that is now the colour of the car. Go. Well, I drink some of my tea. And open a tab to convert a hex value into 255s. No takers? We got no takers yet? F? Oh, what? Fair enough. It's only me here. Yeah, again, it's true. You shouldn't say it. Does it change the turret colours? Yeah, that's new! Nice. It's just magenta the worst colour. I don't know, I kind of got a hot spot for a hot pink like this. I don't mind a hot pink. I'm all for it. It's fabulous, that's for sure, of course. Should probably delete some of these trees. Too fast, too furious. Too Factorio. What are we missing? Nothing. I've actually got enough to do this. Oh no, we won't know that for sure until we stand right in the middle and do everything. Have they added a deconstruction item for empty miners? No. You can parameterize a blueprint. No, but you can't parameterize a blueprint, but you can't parameterize a deconstruction planner now anymore, or ever, in fact. I don't think I'm into Factorio enough to watch a video fair. I just enjoy watching Fenton Brand streams while I'm supposed to be working. That is too kind. You're far too kind. What should you be working on? Is the question. I'm sure 50% of all streams are watched by people who should be procrastinating, and the other 50% of people who watch streams are 14. So... digital security. Those are big, long words. Can you talk about it, or are you... would you have to kill me? Yeah, sure, just handcraft some undergrounds while we're stood here doing nothing. We're out of research. We're out of research. We've actually done it. It's very unfortunate that we need, like, just a few more of these to get things done. Is there any way I can sort of cheese this into... this one is obviously not needed. This one is technically not needed either. I'm gonna do this to save me having to come all the way back later, because I'm gonna end the stream like any moment now. Because it is lunchtime and I've been going for 2 hours. That power pole was doing the whole thing. Okay, good. That should help iron out. I probably can, but it's extremely boring. This is extremely boring. I guess because you'd have to type it all out, that would be, you know. Are you one of those people who rings up companies and goes, would you like us to test your website for vulnerabilities? And then you wait a week, having done nothing, say, no, it's fine, you're all good, and then bill them 20 grand. I've always thought that would be quite a good job. Bro, the top one isn't connected. Banned for backseating. Thank you. Streamer, missing belt. I'm not paying enough attention, because I'm hungry. I also need the loo. Oh god, half a belt of iron ore. Right. Let's pick up all these robots. Yes, as I say, I'm going to break for lunch. 2-hour stream. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good time. I'll be back later this evening for good times. Thank you. Worth the ban, of course. Selfless act. A truly selfless act. Alright, thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.